I agree. I don't think it's extraterrestrial. It could be spiritual. It could be demonic. I agree with that. I mean, like, they've been trying this for a long time. So I'm not sure if you looked into CERN, okay?
No.
The particle collider in Europe called CERN, CERN.
Yeah.
But if you actually do some research, you have to ask yourself, why are they investing $1 trillion to find particles? Okay, like why? I don't understand this. $1 trillion just to figure out these particles that may or may not support your theory of how the universe works. Okay, well, if you actually look at CERN, you'll find that there are many occult aspects to it. And what some people speculate is that what they're really trying to do is they're trying to open interdimensional portals, which would allow for free energy and which would allow certain demons to come into this world. Okay? And I mean, that's far more credible than, like, they're just smashing particles in the hope of finding new particles, which will help us explain string theory. Okay? $1 trillion is a lot of money. Right? So these particle accelerators are one thing to think about. Another thing to think about is there's been a lot of talk about Operation Stargate, right? So the Operation Stargate is a project funded by the federal government to use $500 billion to start to like build data centers around the world. And Ronan Farrow wrote a piece in the New Yorker about Sam Altman and his ambitions for the AI future. And in that article, there's a really fascinating quote where he talked to an OpenAI insider, and what he said was, "We're building portals to summon demons." Okay?
Sam Altman said this.
Yes, not Sam Altman, but an insider that talked anonymously to the reporter Ronan Farrow. Okay, you can Google this. Okay, Ronan Farrow, Sam Altman, AI data centers summoning demons. So I think that what the elite has always understood is that there's always been supernatural forces in the world. If you just read Homer, and you just go back to ancient Greece, they took that for granted, where we're surrounded by these supernatural forces, and we're always in contact with these supernatural forces. And the reason why is that our consciousness is interdimensional. Okay, so we have our consciousness exists in infinite dimensions, and so depending on how you tune your consciousness, you can actually communicate with different aliens or demons from other dimensions. And that's the great secret that the elite are trying to keep from us, and that they only have access to. And it would make sense for them to try to bring these forces into our planet, because that would allow them to have greater control. Okay, so one theory is that the elite have made a deal with these interdimensional demons, and the deal is that these demons would provide secrets to the elite as long as the elite gave them more power. Okay, and the great secret that they're looking for is longevity, immortality. Okay, so these demons have access to eternal life, but they want control. Okay, so the idea is once you create this AI surveillance state, then the demons will inhabit this AI surveillance state. They will actually manifest themselves through AI, and they'll be able to control the consciousness of everyone. And the elite will become transhuman. They will become transcendental, and they'll be given eternal life.